That was like a bit of a contradiction that we had between our Brisa and the Mishnah.
Right.
So it must be that our Mishnah is Rabbi Yehuda, and this is some other opinion.
What do you mean, Rabbi Yehuda Omer? This is his opinion, right?
Right, but this was his opinion at the end of the Brisa. That means the beginning of the Brisa was a different opinion, but the end of the Brisa, Rabbi Yehuda's opinion, actually fits better with our Mishnah.
Okay.
And then it says also, V'lei ha'yatayim b'kaira, Rabbi Yehuda says, Ela ba'avanim, they wouldn't put it under the beam, they would just put it under stones. V'lei ha'naisim b'salin, Ela t'ich svivas ha'sal, they would put it around it. Right? That was all Rabbi Yehuda's opinion that we knew from before. The Gemara says, Hagufa kasha. It's self-contradictory, because koitish mani, our Mishnah that says that you crush it, whose opinion is that? That was the Tanakama's opinion.
Right.
But however, from the Brisa we know Rabbi Yehudi. But then the Mishnah goes on and it says that you put it into the basket. It says Teich Hasal Asan LeRabbanan, but in the basket is the Rabbanan. So the base of the Mishnah, the basic opinion, is who? Is Rabbi Yehuda the Rabbanan? So the Gemara explains Haitana Sarvalek Kavse B'chada Palagla B'chada. Our Tana in the Mishnah agrees with Rabbi Yehuda that it wasn't crushed. It was just cracked.
It was cracked.
It wasn't ground. It was just cracked. However, they argue with
There's three.
yeah. Well, yeah. There's three.
There's three different opinions.
Yeah, but on this thing, on this point, there's two opinions. On the other points, there's other. So he's accepting this opinion, Rabbi Yehuda, but the other ones, yeah. But what you're saying is correct. There's one opinion that goes in one way, like Rabbi Yehuda, and in other things like the Rabban. Okay. Harishan Shebarishan, you saw this coming probably. Ein Lamaila Himenu. There's nothing above it. That's the best. That's the first of the first. I'm just looking for Svarim I could use to do this. Yeah.
Isn't this like simple? Like cheap, no?
Pass me the one more Gemara. One more Gemara. This one here. Okay. So what we're going to do is like this. The Rishon Shebarishan, that's this up here. There's nothing better than that. All right? So Hasheni Shebarishan, this is the middle of the Rishon. So V'harishon Shebasheni in the top of the second one. So that's Shavin. That's equal. Hashlishi Shebarishan, the bottom of the first one. V'hasheni Shebasheni, the middle of the second one. V'hashlishi Shebarishan. I'm sorry. Barishon Shebashlishi is Shavin. So the top, this is all equal.
It's exactly like the
So this is how it works. Shebashlishi, Shavin. Hashlishi Shebasheni, the bottom of this. Vasheni Shebashlishi,
right.
And the second one here is Shavin. Hashlishi Shebashlishi is Ein Lamata Imenu. Okay? This is how it works.
How you did it is great.
So now, Af kol ha-menachos ha-yibedin sheyitenu shemen zayazach. This is an interesting Mishnah. It says really the menachos really should also have shemen zayazach. It's logical. Ma menayr she'ein la'achila tunu shemen zayazach. The menayr is not even eaten; it's just burnt.
This is your spot.
Yeah. So menachos she'ein la'achila, and it didn't sheyitenu shemen zayazach. You're going to eat it.
Right.
For sure, it should be the better one.
Oh,
So
that's
Talmud
what you're saying
Laimar
before now.
zach.
That's what we were saying before.
Kasas lamar, veinzach kasas lamanachis. It's based on the pasuk. This has got to be a lot of stuff with the oil of the petroleum. What goes to what? It's called cracking it also, right? Cracking. It's cracking.
Fracking?
Fracking.
Fracking?
Fracking.
If you go to
Fracking.
Pennsylvania, if you go to like on the way to like Wilkes-Barre, they have all these like fracking signs in the mountains.
Wow.
Yeah, well, this was years ago.
And what that does is it puts it into different grades for what it's used for.
Yeah.
Some ends up as your paper plates and your polyester. Some goes into the car and everything else.
Fracking, I remember that.
Okay. Shovin. The Gemara asks Shovin. You say over here that they're equal. Look at how we lined it up. These are equal. The top of this is equal to the middle of this.
Mm-hmm.
So, Ba'amrit Rishon le'menorah v'ashar le'menachos. How is it equal?
In what way?
You're saying
Because
basically
this
you're
one is
saying
for
that
the
you can
menorah.
use
But you
the
said
same
this-
thing for the menorah for the menachos.
No, because it's always the top of each one that could be used for the menorah, and the two bottom is only for the menachos. But then we said that the top of this is equal to the middle, and the top of this is equal to the middle.
Right. They're not equal.
So it's not
No,
equal.
they're not equal. Right.
I'm Reb Nachman bar Yitzchak. My shav and shav and the menachos. They're equal for menachos, not for the menorah.
Okay, that's simple.
So afkal hamenachos hayibedin chulu. Really, the menachos also should have been the best oil. Tana Rabbanan zach. It says in the pasuk zach in zach elanaki. What does zach mean? That it's pure. What do we want to say with that? That means that it's not pressed with the. However, it could be that it's ground. Rabbi Yehuda Aimer, kasis, in kasis elakatosh. It can't be ground, it needs to only be cracked. Yachol yeh zach, kasis, pasel menachos. Maybe it's going to be pasel. You can't use this type of olive oil for the, because it says that's kasis lamar. So Talmud Leimer v'sarin tzelas balol b'shem and kasis. We have one verse which actually uses the word kasis by a mincha,
So it proves
so
that
we
you
know
can.
that you're allowed to use it.
Yes,
Okay,
of course
matam.
you can. I mean, obviously you can use it.
Yeah, but
What's the question?
Gemara
Why,
is
what's the
thinking that
havamina that you wouldn't be
It's
allowed
so-
to use it?
It's such good quality that you can't use it for menachos.
it's only for
Right,
the
because
menorah.
menachos isn't right.
Right. It's
But it says that you have to. But here it's proven from the
Yeah,
pasuk.
no, from the pasuk it
But isn't it pashut? Why would it even have a havamina if there's
Right.
a pasuk?
Take a look. Let's see. In Kimatam Alayim Lamar. So why does it say that it's for the lighting? Ela mipnei hachisachin. Because of chisachin. My chisachin. Rabbi Lazar terech chasam l'meinu shel Yisrael. There was concerns about the money, and since menachos could be brought every day, many menachos, it would be too expensive. It would be a waste to use such precious oil and there's so much. However, the menorah, it was only 3 lug per day. 3 lug means that it was a half a lug per
candle.
per candle. So it was 3.5 lug actually. I think it was a half a lug per candle. So that's not a lot of oil that they could do every day.
Half a lug per candle.
Yeah, like maybe like this. I don't know. So
Okay.
I mean that's a lot. That's using a bottle, but it's not like for the menachos where you're using cases.
Yeah.
Tavis b'nei Yisrael v'ikhay lecha shemen zayazach Reb Shmuel bar Nechmeni lecha v'leili. Take it for you. Don't take it for me. Leila ani tzarech. I don't need the light. This is God saying. Shulchan b'tzafin and menorah b'darim. It says that the shulchan was on the north.
What was that telling us just now?
The light is for us.
No, but I'm saying like it just like throws it in here.
Yeah.
No?
The light is for us.
But how's it? What's it
Hashem
negate?
doesn't need the light.
Yeah, but it's more like
Yeah,
an
let's
agat.
see-
I don't
let's
know.
see what it means.
Maybe
Yeah,
I'm.
yeah.
It just like throws this pasuk in. I don't know. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Yeah.
no.
You said that you don't know?
What?
You said you don't know?
I'm
That's a good
I'm
start.
curious
That's a
as
good
to
start.
why.
I think that's a good start.
Right.
It's working.
It doesn't mean. The simple interpretation here is that the people in the temple needed light to move around, but God Himself is in the temple and He doesn't need that light. So the light is for the people in the temple. So it says.
I thought the light was supposed to be spread out.
Yeah, that we'll see soon.
Ah.
That we'll see soon. So, Shulchan Batzafin, the Shulchan was on the north, and the menorah is on the south. Now, in the middle was the Mizbeach. Some Rab Zrika, Rab Elazar, Leila Achila Ani Tzarech, Leila Ira Ani Tzarech. Hashem is saying, I don't need the light, and I don't need the food. So, in other words, that's why the menorah is not near the table. Usually, you'd have the menorah on the table. You have it on the other
Wow.
side.
That's really interesting.
Vayas labayas chaloini shekufim atumim. This is talking about. This is by Menachem, that he made the windows shkufim atumim. Atumim, which one is the wide? Shkufim is the wide, and atumim means closed. No, is the opposite. Shkufim is the closed off, and atumim is the wider ones. Tana shkufim ibifnim. They were more
Wide inside. And they were closed on the outside.
No, it's the other way.
Yeah, because Hashem didn't need the light. No?
No, they were
Isn't
closed
tum-
on the inside.
What is tum? What's the shirish of tum? Like mitum tam. Like it means like now.
Yeah, I thought autumn meant closed
Closed,
off.
yeah,
But
closed.
actually,
Like somebody's
it's,
mitum tam.
actually,
No, because
it's
if you want the light to spread,
I'm just saying the shirt.
I know,
What-
but it's
Look at the word tum.
yeah, autumn
Or
is
maybe
closed.
tumin. No, it's
Yeah,
not.
autumn is closed.
I don't know. We're in the
atumim
tumim.
here. It says hatzad arachav shalhem min bachutz.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Which means that it was coming out. It was the wider part was on the outer side of the wall. That's the problem with thick walls, is that you can never get direct sunlight because the sun hits the
Right.
window frame.
Right.
So what they
Right.
would do is they would have to chisel out so
Right.
that the
Bevel,
sunlight
bevel.
could actually go. What was it?
It's beveled. Beveled?
Bevel. That.
Yeah, it's like it's diagonal.
Uh-huh.
That's just called bevel.
Beveled. Like in glass, sometimes the glass is beveled. It's like
Yeah, on an angle.
on an angle. Beveled.
So because of this, it says Leila Irani Tzarech. I don't need the light coming in from the outside. The light from the inside is going to shine out to the outside. Michutz lePreichas Eidus Ba'il Mayes. It's outside of the tent. It's outside of the Preichas of testimony in the tent of meeting. It's a testimony that the Shechina, to all the world, that the Shechina is with the Jewish people. If you say that I need the light, we used Hashem's light in the desert. It's a testimony that the Shechina is with the Jewish people. What is the testimony? The Western candle, the Western light, had the same amount of oil as the rest. From it, they would be able to light the other ones, and it would be lasting longer than the rest as well. So it was like this candle that didn't go out. That was the miracle, yeah.
Mm.
The Mishnah says, we're going to the wine here. We need Al-Chanan to discuss this. Keduchin va'atulayin alpha layayin. That's the best wine. Shnia lehem. Second wine is Bais Rima, Bais Lavan Bahar, Kfar Signia, Ubika. These places. In the mountain and in the valley. All the lands were kosher, but they would bring from here. They wouldn't bring from fertilized fields, and not from fields that need to be watered, and not from fields that had other things growing in between them. But if they brought it was kosher. Listiain is a sweetened wine in the sun. They would put they would hang the grapes in the sun, I guess, after it was cut. That's not the best. That's like oversweet.
Sometimes they have raisin wine.
Uh-huh.
It's very sweet.
Raisin wine.
Yeah, raisin wine. They dry them and then
They put it in water.
Then they put in water.
That's how they used to have wine for Kiddush in Russia and all these things. They would make raisin wine.
And
all
what was the
these
difference? It just
It's
wasn't.
not really the juice of the grape.
Right.
But it still is hagafen. And they would use it. Someone said, you just put water in and they close the bottle and just put it in the raisin.
You make hagafen on.
I left it for 3 days. I opened it up, and the fermentation of it, the whole bottle just like all came out. It was like nothing left in the bottle. It's just like,
Wow.
I wasn't shaking it. It's just like, I don't
Just
know
put
about
raisins in water.
Raisins in water.
And can you make hagafen on that? If you make raisin wine?
Yeah, I think so. I think they would use it for Kiddush. I think that.
They still do that in France.
Oh, yeah?
In France they do that? Yeah.
They juice the raisin. Juice the raisin.
Huh.
in the south of France. I never heard of such a thing.
Okay. Vimhebi kosher. However, if it's very sweet, it's still kosher. It's not like you added things into it. It's just it was sweetened in the sun. The sun makes it brings out the sugars. Ein mevi'in yashon. Divrei Rabbi. Can't bring old wine. It's surprising, no? We always thought the wine that's old is better.
That's very interesting.
Chacham say you can. Ein mevi'in like masuk can't be sweetened. V'lay moshen can't be smoked. V'lay mavushal can't be cooked. V'emhevi pasel. It's pasel, mamish pasel. Ein mevi'in min adloyos elamin or agloyos. These are very surprising things. Can't bring from the grapes that are hanging on sticks, because it's a vine. You can only use the grapes that are by the feet.
It's not kosher enough.
That are by the feet, that are hanging, that are sitting on the ground.
What's the
You
problem?
would think it's the opposite. I don't know. I guess it's not as tasty. It gets like the earthy. Menachem ha'avudim, from the vineyards that are worked. It means that are dug up. And you don't collect them in the big baskets because that ruins the wine. Katanis uses small baskets. It could be because there's more air surface area and there's more air and that could. This is surprising. You don't fill the barrel till the top. That's what they actually normally do because of
They don't want air.
If it doesn't fill to the top, they use marbles
Oh yeah.
and they put it in.
What's the problem with the air?
The air makes the wine go bad.
So they don't fill, they fill it up to the top, or they don't fill it up to the top.
Today, you want the bottles to be like all the way up, then they cork it like really close
So
to
there's
the top.
no air.
But here it says no, they wouldn't fill it to the top. Kadeshi rechen neidiv, so that the smell should go out, and if there was more air, that's what they do. They swirl it around. The more air, the smell goes out, right? You don't take from the top of the barrel because over there you have this like a white, they call it kamachem, flour. But it's a white froth that goes on the top. But you don't take from the bottom because it has a sediment. You get from the middle third. This is what they do with the oil, with the iron, with the smelting. They actually shoot. They have like a gun. They shoot the thing in the middle to get
We talk about
the
iron.
iron out. When they smelt it, the bottom gets like something. The top gets another thing.
They purify.
And to purify, they have to get it out from the middle. So they take it from the middle. So Kate's over here. They didn't use a gun. They would make a hole. They had a thing like a coconut opener. They would make a hole in the middle. Kate's ubaydik. Hagizbar Yoshev Akana biyadei. The gizbar would sit and he has the straw that's in his hand, and he's watching the wine come out of the hole. And Zarak Hagir, when it starts to come out, the white that was on the top, so then Hikish Bakani would bang on the with a stick to tell the person to close it off because we're done. Rabbi Yosef Bar Yehuda Amish Yesh Bei Kmachim. What are you supposed to add in here? Does it say Yayin? Yayin Shesh Bei Yayin Shesh Bei Kmachim is Pasal Shnemer Tmimim Yolachem and Menchasam Tmimim Yolachem V'Neskeyam. It needs to be perfect, and if it has the white in it, then it's the Kmachim. Then it's Pasal. Why would he bang and why wouldn't he talk? It says that the talking is bad for the wine. You have to tell this to the people at the wine tasting things. Stop talking. It's not.
Funny because
Next time I go to Oxnard, then I go to.
It says that kol yafel b'samim. The voice is good for the summon, but it's not good for wine.
That's interesting.